Are you thinking about getting a smart plug for Google Home or your Amazon device? Well, today I want to talk about it in this video. What's going on, everybody? Rodney here, and I love videography, photography, and gadgets. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, please consider subscribing to the channel, giving this video a like rating, and of course, sharing it with your friends. It's been raining a lot here in Georgia, so we finally got a beautiful day, so I had to come outside to film this video because I'm just tired of being pent up inside all the time. So, you're thinking about getting a smart plug. Should you get a smart plug? What should you look for in a smart plug? Well, those are questions that I would like to tackle in this brief video today. I don't want to keep you very long. As you know, I've been transforming my room into a smart room, and I really do think that a big thing is getting smart plugs. I think it's a great addition for any kind of smart room that you may have. There's a couple of things that I would look for if you're going to get a smart plug. Number one, what do you plan on using it for? For me, I like to sleep with a fan on, and so it just being your basic box fan with a twist top. There's not really a way to integrate that into a smart room other than a smart plug. You just cut the fan on, and then I name the plug fan, and then that way I can just tell my device to turn the fan on or turn the fan off, or I can make a routine so I can tell my device good night, and it cuts all the lights off and it cuts my fan on. So that's one thing. Figure out what do you need it for. Number two, to kind of parlay onto the back of number one, don't go overboard with your plugs. When I was buying my plug, you just really got to figure out exactly what you need to use it for. I only bought 2 plugs, and that was plenty for me. I've got it hooked up to my fan. I got one hooked up to my sound bar. I thought about getting more to hook up to a lamp, but ultimately I decided to go with smart lights in my lamps. That way I didn't have to get more plugs, plus it gave me the flexibility of changing the colors and the brightness. So don't go overboard with the amount of plugs that you get. This leads to what type of plug you should buy. Mine are Wi-Fi enabled. Like I said, I've only got 2. I don't have a lot of devices in my room. You can buy some, I think, that link up to hubs, but Wi-Fi should be plenty for what you need. You don't have to break the bank when it comes to buying a Wi-Fi plug. You can spend a lot of money on plugs, or you can go with a more budget option. I chose the budget option, and I've not been disappointed. A couple of things you should look for when buying the plug. Number one, make sure it's small enough that it doesn't cover both of the outlets on your wall. Some plugs are big and they'll cover up part of the other outlet so it's not usable. So I would highly recommend finding a plug that doesn't cover both outlets. Lastly, you want to make sure you choose an outlet that has a reputable third-party app, something that can be dependable and something that's going to pair with your smart home devices and your hub. For example, I use an outlet that has the Smart Life app, which is a great app. It connects both with Google and with Amazon devices. It's really fantastic. So you want to make sure that it's not using something obscure or something that's not going to work with your hub. And there you have it, guys. That's wraps up this video. Just kind of a buying guide for smart plugs. If that's something you're interested in, if you're going with a smart room, then I highly recommend go ahead and get you a couple of outlets if you need them. Just don't go overboard. Guys, my name is Rodney. You are awesome. I'll talk to you next time.